This is Avowed, a first-person fantasy RPG set in the world of Eora. We play as an envoy from a deer, sent to investigate a mysterious plague spreading chaos across the land. So join me as I explore diverse landscapes, learn powerful spells, and wield sword and guns to fight our enemies. So let's begin. So our story begins traveling to a place called the Living Land. While we're on our journey, something unfortunate happened. The ship actually sank and now we're shipwrecked here. I then approached this guy right here. I'm not really sure what he's mumbling about. But anyways, there was a spear and potion on the ground. So I grabbed both the spear and the potion. And oh my god, the sensitivity. I need to change this. Anyways, once I was comfortable with my settings, I then tried out the weapon so I can stab and block using the spear. So that's pretty cool. And after looting everything that I can in this area, I then decided to proceed to where I should be going. And there's a bunch of obstacles here, but I easily climb up on it. We also have a little crouch action right here. And then we can slide. That's pretty fun. Anyways, it's time for our very first combat action. We're kind of weak, yeah, but I think it's enough to defeat all of these lizards. Anyways, as I continued searching the area, I got myself a common round shield. So wow, we have a shield now. Let's go. Let's equip this thing and see. Wow, okay. This looks really cool. I can finally defend myself for some random attacks. Alright, so let's test this thing out. And oh my god, enemies with a shield are annoying as well. My damage is so cute against this guy. I mean, he looks like a tank, so for sure it's gonna be like this. You can charge your attack. That's awesome. Eat my charging spear. I think there's a headshot damage. I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah. And with that, we have evaded everything. Well, until backup came along, so there's more to stab. I then met this prisoner right here, which would help us get a boat to leave this island. So yeah, of course we'll be helping her out. Anyways, because we need her help, I tried to find a way to find wherever the heck the key was so we can help her out. And I think that's the key right there. And with a key on hand, we have freed her and she will lead us to the boat. But we can't really proceed because there's a giant root that's blocking a way. And we need to drop that ball called a Magad's Fury in order to burn that root. So we'll need to figure out how we can do this. It's not like I can throw my spear. I wish I could, but I can't. So I eventually found my way up where there was a dead person right there with a bow. And using my bow, I aimed at the Magan Fury and hitting it, it dropped one of the ball and then it burned the root. So now we can pass and go to the next area. Also, now that we have a bow on hand, we can now snipe enemies with it. Headshot. 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 Oh, I like the bow. I actually like long-range weapon in this game. It's very fun to headshot the enemies. And then found myself a sword. I actually prefer the sword over any other weapon for melee. I don't know why. I just like how the sword looks and how it attacks. And look at this, we have a stealth attack called God's Hand and I just evaporated this lizard. Anyways, we just continued to fight a bunch of lizards until we get to the boat. Yeah. Waha! I eventually leveled up to level 2 after fighting a bunch of these lizards. So there's 3 paths I can take. I can be a fighter, a ranger, or a wizard. And for now, I chose to be a fighter and get charge. So this is what it looks like. You basically just charge and hit the enemies with your shield. It's pretty cool. During the adventure, I actually got myself a wand and a grimoire. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But anyways, let's equip this wand and grimoire. So with a wand, I can cast magic, like magic bolts. It looks pretty cool. It's like a range attack. And with the book, I can actually choose a spell from fire, ice, lightning, and a barrier. So this is pretty handy in burning like those roots if ever we need to get to another side. Fire breath. Yeah, magic. I'm a wizard. Icicle blades. Honestly, those were not the names of the spell, but it is what it looks like. So whatever, it works. Magic is pretty cool. So lightning bolt or something. Oh shit! Oh my god! I'm dying! 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 Okay, heal myself. Yeah. I got you. I then eventually found the boss of this place, which was Steedman Eral. He is currently possessed with I'm not sure what, but anyways, he's crazy. Oh, headshot. Yeah. Okay, I gotta heal, man. Oh my god. Okay, sword and shield it is. Oh, you will. Oh my god, he broke my stance. Alright, cool. I mean, bows are fun, except that I don't know how to dodge. Whoa. Yeah. If there was like a sidestep, that'd be really nice. There's actually a sidestep to the game, but at this point of the game, I just don't know how to do it yet. So yeah, as you can see, this is a really bad looking battle because I'm so bad at it. You're no match. Wonder if there's like a parry. Alright, cool. Okay, I shielded at perfect timing. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the heck? Broski, I'm dying. Oh no, maybe magic would have been great. Oh my god, he broke my stance again and all my mana with it. Oh, can I not jump away? Why me? He gets rid like of all my freaking mana. I'm dying. How you can't? That's the problem. Don't have potions. So if you die in the game, there's something called a second wind. We still have a chance to fight back. We will revive with like half of our HP and we can continue the fight. And this has a cooldown, so you can have a second wind again as long as it's off its cooldown. And with this, we have finally defeated the boss. It took a while, but we have defeated him. It was a sloppy battle, but I'm still getting used to it. I interacted with this giant stone, a blue stone. There's like voices in my head. I never really got into the story that much in this game. I was just like, I was enjoying the battle, not really into the story. I mostly just skimmed through it. But basically, this stone here can communicate with us. It's a god that can talk with us because we're like a godlike. Well, enough of that. We have found the boat and we can finally leave this place and continue going to the living land. But we have arrived. This is the living land. There are more structures and people here. I then talked to these two people right here. They welcomed me, the envoy of the emperor, to this place. And this guy, Kai, right here, joined us as a companion. So Kai is pretty good. He is a tank and he can taunt enemies. So meaning the enemy's attention won't be to us. I then talked to a bunch of random NPCs and see what they were selling. They have a bunch of goodies right here. I don't really have that much gold, but I'm still interested in buying whatever is available for me to purchase. I did buy myself a common pistol because I really wanted to try how the pistol works. Also in this game, you can actually reset your points for only a few gold coins. So I reset myself and became a ranger. Now I have Entangle, which can root an enemy in its place for, I believe, 5 seconds. And then picked up a quest here and there so we can get a bunch of money and experience points. So I started exploring the living land, and oh my god, the pistol is pretty fun. You have a dagger, like a melee on hand, and you can stab the enemies that get close and just spam the heck out of the pistol when, like, you know, they're far. It's pretty fun. There's actually a skill once we level to 3 that can slow time by 25% if we're aiming. So that's gonna be very useful to get like the headshots later on. I continued my adventures. I noticed that the monsters are actually getting tankier and tankier. Like, oh my god, why am I so weak? What am I missing here? Maybe more levels, or maybe I'm in an area where I'm not supposed to be at. Oh wait, he died. What? What? Should have bought like 2 pistols because my dagger is kind of useless, more or less, if I'm just like aiming from afar. Dual pistol would be really good right now. So yeah, I'm waiting for like time to gain some money so I can buy another pistol. Alright, so here's the Entangle in action. We'll be fighting this bear right here. Oh my god, not headshot. Okay, so we have our 8-second tangle. And it's dead. Alright, cool. There were actually more brown bears here, but it was pretty easy to fight with our tanker Kai and also with our Entangle, or I think it's called Root. I'm not sure. I just call it Entangle because like in another game, I think it will be called Entangle. Anyways, we're here for like random quests. That's why I'm here. So I just continued to explore the map, look for treasures so we can get materials in order to sell or upgrade our gears. Honestly, I'm not even sure who this guy was, but it was actually the ambassador of the town that we were in. He was hiding from a certain bear, which we will see now. We have our boss here called the Dream Thrall Elder Brown Bear. So I think we can have an easy fight here. As long as we keep stunning and entangling it, it shouldn't be able to attack us at all. Slow down time. Bullet time. Yeah. Yeah, I already have the steady aim, or basically it slows down time by 50%. It's the skill that I told you about earlier. With my magic, it cannot go near me. You're no match. If you see the yellow bar on the boss's HP, if it gets filled up, then basically you can stun the boss and can do like a special attack of some sorts. Yeah, that's basically the special attack if you get close and like deal like the final blow or something. Honestly, killing this bear took a while because my damage was just so cute, but it eventually died. I keep missing though, but it's gonna die soon, I swear. There we go, we have killed the bear, let's go. And after defeating the bear, I then spoke with, I'm not really sure, is this the spirits or something? Well, after speaking with the spirit-like thingies or god-like thingies, we got a new god-like ability called the Dream Touch, which heals us, revives our allies or heals our allies, and deal damage to like the undead. Found this giant blue stone. It's actually called an Adra Waystone, and this is where we can set a party camp. So the party camp, there are a bunch of things you can do here, like upgrade your stuff, disassemble your stuff. Well, you can disassemble on the go, but anyways, our most important thing to do here is upgrade our pistol because it's pretty weak. In this new area, we have a new enemy. So yeah, skeletons and these ghost-like thingies. And with our heal, we can damage them per second. It's not really big, but it helps. And I think the upgrade on the pistol is really doing well because look at my damage. I can two-shot them now. That is until I went to this place here where They're actually rarities of the enemies we fight, and you can see them on their left side, or the number of skulls they have on their face. The higher it is, the stronger they are. So for this boss, there's like 3 skull, the maximum amount. So we're gonna have a hard time. You can already see how much damage I'm doing to the minions. It's not even the boss yet. So yeah, my strategy here is just to hit and run to cover. So yeah, pretty nice strategy, right? This is honestly a really hard fight because the damage I do is barely anything at all. But I was able to manage to like kill them one by one. Kai is already dead, but we can resurrect him with our healing abilities. Anyways, after a really long battle, it's finally just the boss left. I actually don't have any more HP potions, so having Kai alive again is very helpful for like tanking the boss. And with this, we have defeated the boss of this area. He has this rare item called the Sheath in the Summer. So items with like yellow icon tends to be unique. So we now have a flaming dagger that can stack up some burns on an enemy and they will turn to ash once they like burn to 0 HP. So now we have a pistol and a dagger. I think it's a good combination. I then found myself a spider cave. I actually am very interested in going inside, but at the same time, I was scared that I might just die here, so I did not proceed. I then went by to a nearby town where 2 hooligans wanted to fight with us, so of course, I fought them. And look, they're helpless on my roots and my pistol, so this was a very easy fight. And upon entering the city, I was then actually assassinated. There was someone out to get me. But then this large spirit-like thing gave me a second chance in life. And I live again. They were so shocked because I was already dead, but then I became alive again. So yeah, I'm alive. Second win, baby. So our quest right now is to find our killers and kill them because they killed me, but I actually did not die. I'm not really sure what's going on with this town, but there were spiders. Big spiders living here, and there's even like a dead person right there. What? And the guards are just not doing anything about this. So I guess the situation here is pretty crazy. Not having any leads to my killer, I decided to pick up a bunch of quests here. So there is a bounty board in this game where you can just pick up what kind of bounty you want to hunt. So it seems I have already killed like one of the bounty targets, you know, the one that has the flaming knife. So I told this guy that gives reward for the bounty targets that I already defeated him and I received like 500 gold for my actions. I then approach a crime scene, and since there's like items of the dead person on the ground, I just picked it up. They told me, what am I doing? It's a crime scene, but I'm the Imperial Envoy and they should stay out of my way. So yeah, they don't really care if I loot the items that they drop. Anyways, we eventually found this guy called Marius. He's good at tracking down people, so we're gonna need his help to track down who our killer is or where our killer is. Marius also has a handy trick of locating like wherever there's treasure, so it will highlight like that so we can see if there are anything good on our surroundings. So let's say that guy right here, it seems there's still an item or items we can loot. Anyways, as we explored around, we then encountered these hooligans trying to like, not really sure if they're trying to steal something from this pharmacist right here behind this guy. Anyways, we engage in battle because yeah, enough is enough with your bully ways. It's time to meet your doom, I guess. Honestly, that was an easy fight, maybe because of our upgraded pistol. But there's still more enemies, but as you can see, my damage has improved a lot. Also, the dagger really helps a lot to increase our damage. And I thought it was over when I killed this guy, but it was actually not the boss. So the boss is here, this guy right here called Athala, the Taskmaster. There are also other enemies around the area, not just these guys, but they're like a whole gang here. And this guy is huge, like wow, and very tanky. And I thought I was strong. I wasn't actually strong. It was actually a laughing stock of a damage. But anyways, we're trying our best here with this Athala, the Taskmaster guy. So here's my strategy. If ever like we use Kai to taunt the enemy, I can like freely just stab behind this guy. It was a long fight, but we eventually defeated him. I keep forgetting about my special attack. I have heard they're stunned. I should really just rush in their face and finish them. And with this, we have defeated their boss. And it's over.
Nice work.
Well, not really, because this guy has a lot of friends in this area, so we'll need to kill them all before we have peace in this town. Then I went outside and continued with my quests and other stuff like bounties. Honestly, the game became more enjoyable when I got stronger with my pistol and my dagger. The more damage I have, the easier I had killing these monsters. Also, the more skills I have, the more variety I can do in the game, so it makes it really enjoyable. Once we can do a lot of things, but oh my god, enemies have a healer. That's one of the painful things that I encounter in this game. So whenever there's like a healer, always prioritize that healer because they're very annoying, especially if they heal like the tanky ones. So in this game, sometimes you will encounter like problems, but most of the time the solution is just in the surrounding. The game actually gives you the stuff needed in order to like solve the problem. So like this here, it looks like electricity, right? So the seeds that I have picked up recently makes electricity. So obviously all you need to do is just throw it towards the stuff that doesn't have electricity. That was honestly the wrong target, but yep, here we go. This one right here. And once it's activated, we can now proceed. There wasn't really much inside. It was just a skeleton and then some items that I can loot. Anyways, I continued exploring the place. There were actually a bunch of dead people here that I could loot. A bunch of cool looking sceneries that I should be careful of because something might happen. I then saved this fella right here called Cademan. Also, I actually found a rifle here. So I was very happy to have a rifle. Alright, so this is the rifle. So it feels like it's gonna hit really strong, so we'll have to find an enemy to try this out. And I thought this guy was an enemy, but it seems like it was an NPC that we can interact with. So this guy is Sargamis, and I think this guy is also a godlike like us. Well, he gave me a quest to find something, and so I did. There were a bunch of spiders here and there, but fairly easy to deal with. I then found the thing that the godlike wanted us to retrieve, so it's called the Splinter of Eothas. So after getting the Splinter of Eothas, a bunch of undead then suddenly emerged from the ground. So this was the boss, I believe, in this dungeon called the Godless Executioner. And if you notice, I now have 2 pistols with me. I had an idea while shooting with one pistol, my other pistol can reload, and I have no idea how it works. Maybe my character just flings it and it automatically reloads or something, even if I'm aiming with my other hand. But whatever, it reloads, it works well. For the boss, it dropped a common greatsword. Since we didn't have or we don't have any experience with a greatsword or a two-handed weapon yet, I'm gonna try this out. Another thing, after trying to escape the place because a bunch of skeletons got summoned after getting like the Eothas or the Splinter of Eothas, we then discovered that the godlike outside was actually a pretty bad guy, that he was responsible for the death of these people right here. So after returning to the surface, we then fought him because, you know, he killed a bunch of people and he's a bad guy. It's not because I wanted his loot or anything, or I just wanted to fight or anything. Anyways, yeah, this guy was very easy. I mean, compared to like the skeleton warrior we fought inside, this guy was a walk in the park. Chill, there's a finisher for the pistol. Looky here. Bang! It was a really high damage. And also, pistol deals like a lot of stun if you like do headshots on the enemy. So this was a really good idea to have like double pistols. And so upon defeating this guy, he actually dropped a unique one-handed sword called the Last Light of Day. And it's already like upgraded to +2. We now have like 2 flaming weapons and we can actually dual wield this, so we can like slash really fast. After exiting the area and finishing my quest, I then went outside here. There were a bunch of goodies in this mini camp right here. A bunch of materials and gold. There was also like a 3-skulled threat bear waiting for me here. What the hell? Yes, this thing just shot like an air bullet on our face. Oh my god, my teammate is so brave jumping down there. I'm just gonna kill it in a safe distance up here. Then found this shrine which has like this light at the center called an ancient memory. It told me a story After hearing about the story, I then got a godlike ability called the Remembrance of Kishamal, which increased my maximum health by 10%. And the moment I tried to get out of the place, I was drawn to this axe in the water, and then a bunch of skeletons just suddenly like got summoned. And these things were pretty tanky. Also, I tried out a sword and shield. Just wanted to see if a sword was actually really good. And oh my god, I was missing out in the amount of DPS a melee attack could do to an enemy. So I was very interested to changing my build again into a dual wielding one-handed sword dagger melee class. And with the power of the flaming sword, I eventually killed all the enemies that were randomly summoned upon taking a certain unique axe. And so I continued my travels hunting even more of the bounty targets, but oh my god, what the heck are these things? They're so tanky. They're the yellow bandits or something, and they're so tanky. I can't. Just look at my damage, and there's a lot of them. It will take forever for me to like kill everything. So after Kai and Marius died, and well, I revived them again, and also I used like a couple of potions. I just decided to skedaddle out of here because I just can't. They're too strong for me right now. Also, if you're curious, the axe on my right hand is the one we have picked up earlier. So it's a ice element unique axe which can freeze enemies. Anyways, I decided to resume to look for my killers. So we have to speak with the guy that we have saved before. This is an apothecarist. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But anyways, he was the one who made the poison. It was quoted in the arrow that killed us before. By the way, this is the axe in action. As you can see, it can slow the enemies and eventually freeze them, which makes us free to attack them until they die. Then continued the search for my killers and also did a little bit of side quests along the way. Whatever was near, I did it so I can level up and get some money. Anyways, I continued my quests and my bounty hunts, and here we have a lot of spiders, but they're just one shot of my axe. So these guys are pretty easy to deal with. I guess we skipped like a few monsters like these guys and fought the harder ones at the start. So yeah, that was pretty dumb of me. I should have done my quest earlier. I feel so much stronger already the more I level up. Because, you know, more skills, more passive. And take a look at my axe in action. So let's take care of this bear while it's not focused on us. We freeze it like that, slow it down. Well, it just died. We didn't really like show you the freezing motion. But anyways, you get what I mean. This is my current stats. For now, it's mostly on dexterity for the reload speed, but now I actually benefit from the attack speed as well. I then returned to the town after doing a few quests and talked to this lady right here. So she's actually one of the assassins that wanted me dead. Of course, it's time to fight her because, you know, we foiled her plans. We know she's one of the killers. She's very tanky though, as you can see. But don't worry, we have our root and we have Marius' root, so there's no way she can run or something.
Right behind you.
And with that, we have defeated one of the people who wanted to kill me. Because we looted like the key from that assassin earlier, it seems there were more down here. So I guess we're gonna find their boss eventually at the deepest part of it. But man, these assassins are really tanky. They're like a 3-star level threat. Only there were assassins here, but there were very tanky spiders inside as well that we have to deal with. So yeah, so fun inside. Actually, I really enjoyed it because there's a lot of combat involved. You won't cast your heal. This guy is so tanky. I have to use my potion. Oh, I'm stuck. Let's take care of the archer. So annoying. And because of the low damage of the pistol, I decided to go dual-handed with both my unique axe and unique sword. That's crazy. Having like the 2 fire weapons on my hand is so good. Because of the exhibition earlier, I resetted my skill again and picked something that increases my melee damage. So we have finesse right here and something that increases our pierce damage. Eventually reach the end of the dungeon, or I don't know how to call this, but anyways, that's the guy that killed us. So we tried talking about what happened. By the end, I just decided to fight these guys because they killed me and they deserve to die. And just look at the dual wielding in action. It's just so fun to watch, like slashing very fast. The only problem now is my stamina. Honestly, for an assassin, this guy is very tanky, so it took me a while before I actually killed him. We almost stagger him. Spam left and right, spam left and right. Yeah. Don't let him rest. Don't let him rest. Root him down. Oh wait, there's a friend. Oh. If you look at his HP bar, I'm not really sure what happened there, but he got healed up to maximum. Maybe there's a priest nearby. I hate it so much. I, of course, took care of the minions first. Maybe they're the ones responsible for healing their boss. As you can see, they hurt a lot. They're very tanky as well. Everything is so tanky here. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be here yet, but whatever. We're doing good. We're like defeating them. Oh my god. Second wind. Everyone's dead. Okay, this was a mistake, right? And after I revived my teammates with my heal, this guy was alone versus the three of us, so it was very easy to, like, you know, gang up on him. Stunning him, taunting him, rooting him, everything you could think of. I just, like, put everything there, and eventually he died. Oh, KS, what the heck? Anyways, we got an armor called the Blackwing armor from defeating this guy. So the armor is pretty good for stealthy gameplay. Like, it gives like 30% stealth attack damage, you know, the god's hand that evaporates enemies. And also it gives 25% movement speed when you're crouched. So we can just, you know, crouch really fast towards an enemy, then god hand them. And this is what it looks like. It looks like a cool assassin armor. Let's go. After all of that, I then reported everything to the ambassador. And after talking to ambassador about what happened, someone then came with a really cool looking armor and a glowing sword. Like, who is this? Okay, so this person was an inquisitor. Lodwin, I believe was her name. So she is here for a mission. I'm not really sure what that mission was. But anyways, we have our greetings here and there. And after everything has ended, I then went to all the NPCs that I did quests for and submitted everything that I have completed their quest. One of the quests gave me this accessory that helps me regenerate essence as long as I'm near my companion. So that's pretty useful. I then went to camp and upgraded both my dagger and my sword with my available materials. I also improved the quality of my flaming sword into fine, so meaning more damage. Let's go. And remember the place where I ran away before? I'm back now, stronger than ever. So these are the yellow band bandits. These are not the bandits though, these are just their pet bears. Anyways, as you can see, I'm still pretty weak, but hey, I guess we're doing some damage. I really should, you know, try to learn how to dodge or something. It took a while, but I managed to defeat every enemy in the camp. So all that's left to do after this is loot everything that was available here. I still was very curious about how much damage this fine quality rifle would do. So I bought it with every penny that I have. Well, not really. I still have like 1,000 gold with me. But all my money will be spent respecting my skills back to a ranger. I actually didn't like melee when like the bear almost killed me. So I still like range battle. So one thing I learned from respecting is that there's no slow motion for the rifle. So it's just normal time, and I'm just so disappointed. I'm probably going back to a pistol or something, because without the slow motion, it's so hard to aim because I'm just that bad in the game. Anyways, the damage is pretty good though. And right, if you remember when I said that there's no sliding back, You can see it in action right now. I'm actually frequently sliding back now. I realize it very late, but the mechanic is really good. That's why I like using ranged weapon now, because now there's like sidestep and backstep. Anyways, I just continue doing my side quests or bounties. I'm not really done with the map yet. And once I'm finished with this, I can move to the next area because I was prompted that I can move to the next area already. And with that, we have defeated Ralga. I then found this fine quality two-handed weapon called the Seven Strivings. It looks like a really slow weapon, but I feel like the damage will be really high. But currently, I'm not really spec into a melee character, so this is gonna be useless to me. I then had this skill called Shadow Walk, I believe. So it puts me inside a shadow dimension where enemies can't see me and they can't hit me. So it's a really cool skill to avoid like traps or something else. I then raided a dungeon where I eventually found another one of those blue giant Adra stones. Or let's just call it the Strangled Adra. Anyways, the Strangled Adra then bloomed. Or let's say it's cleansed. I believe this is my last bounty for this area. So this person is called the Tempestuous Luandi. Tempest Luandi. Let's just call it Tempest Luandi. As my rival is really good. The damage is pretty decent. I think I can like 6-shot a boss with this as long as it's headshot. My only problem is when they're active, they move a lot, so it's really hard to hit. And after I killed this boss, just look at what it dropped. A unique, fine quality pistol. So it's now time to respec again and main like pistols. Arsenal we're going for is the one-handed sword, since this is a fine quality unique as well, which I upgraded earlier. And we have our pistol on the other hand. So while our pistol is reloading, we can think of like, you know, slashing with the sword. So look at the spark of lightnings on our unique pistol. I'm so excited to use this on an enemy. We can also add a steady aim again, so we can slow down time while aiming. So this is the pistol in action. The damage is pretty good. We maintain like a good distance, and if ever someone closes by, we can slash it or slash him, her with a sword. And with nothing else to do at the previous place, I then went to the new land. We immediately saw a bunch of new enemies, these running little mushrooms, which I can one-shot in the head, and a few hits with my melee attack and they're already dead. Anyways, there are a lot of them, so we'll need to take care of them slowly, I guess. Anyways, we have saved this person right here called Yatsli. I then explored the area and found these undead looking things, but they're not really enemies. So I'm not really sure what they're doing here, but they're making the dead work. And while raiding a house, I was surprised that one of the zombies are actually aggressive. They tried to kill me. It's not because I attacked first, but yeah, they tried to kill me. So I killed them, of course. And so I resumed my adventure, killing a bunch of mushrooms and spiders. Also grabbing a quest or two along the way if ever I spot like an NPC asking us for something. Also, while on camp, I discovered that you can actually enhance your weapons. You can give them additional effects. Like for my K-Rock Sprite right here, or the pistol, I gave it the Wraith or the Wrath of the Storm ability. So we have a 25% chance to summon like a crackling bolt to hit like nearby enemies after we kill something. And for our sword, I gave it the ability to heal me like 10% of my maximum HP after killing something. I eventually stumbled upon the town and grabbed even more quests. Also, there's a whole lot of bounties here. Of course, we're gonna be hunting a lot of these guys. So yeah, as you can see, there are a couple of monsters we're gonna fight. So I'm pretty excited for the fights. It's mostly just a walking and talking simulator at this point, where I talk to a lot of NPCs with connecting quests. And finally, after all the talking of the quests, it was finally time for combat. If you notice the small lightning bolt after killing an enemy, that was the crackling bolt that procs every time I kill something. And look at this giant mushroom. It's a bruiser for a reason. So yeah, it's pretty big and it's tanky. Anyways, it's dead. I then encountered some spiders I haven't encountered before. So these things are crystal eaters. I tried sneaking very fast behind one of them because of my armor. If you remember, we have an increased movement speed if we crouch. So our stealth attack is increased by 30%. So stealth attacks are really good. So I really should make use of my cloaking skills so I can keep like assassinating enemies. And after taking care of the babies, we have the mother here. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Heal, heal. As I battled the giant crystal spider, it kept summoning her babies. But anyways, once like Kai takes the taunt on this thing, we have free shots. But well, Kai is dead right now. But it's okay, it's stunned right now. So we can just finish it with our sword. And it's still alive. Okay, so let's finish it for real. So it is now charred to charcoal. For our next agenda, we're fighting like tree people. And oh my god, they're tanky as heck. Just look at my damage. So cute. Barely does anything. So I took the right approach of just killing the minions first. Basically her summons. Because they're gonna be annoying if we keep them alive. So we're just gonna save the boss for last. Another one joined the battle. So just look at the amount of minions now. There are like 2 summoners now. I hate this. They're so tanky. But we're almost... I mean, they're almost dead. I'm slowly like chipping away at their health while maintaining my distance. Just using my rifle. I mean, my pistol. Eventually, they will die. And once they die, their summons disappear with them. I think they're all dead. Oh, wait. Oh my god, no. How are you alive? Hello? That was actually a new enemy. It wasn't one of the summoners, but when it says Tempest right there, I think it's a magician that does like a lot of magic damage. The magicians in this game are crazy. They do so much damage. I'm scared of them. Sometimes they can maybe like one-shot me or something. I think I had like the opportunity to taste the very strong lightning. Those guys are probably the toughest of the enemies that I have fought because most of the enemies I kill currently or right now, they're not really that hard. Let's look at this brown bear. Very easy to deal with as long as we have the taunt. I'm not really sure what the yellow circle thingy is, but I'm thinking it might be parry or something or opportunity to like stab the heart. Oh well, whatever. I then fought a bunch of giant mushrooms. Look at their butt. But anyways, it was a bad idea to fight these mushrooms in the water because I did not know that my gun can actually scatter electricity in the water, damaging me and my party, which was honestly a mistake. But then again, I thought about it. I think it wasn't my gun, but these electric beetles are residing in the water. Why are they so dang tanky? Found one of my bounty targets and it seems the people here I kinda possessed. I'm not really sure what they're on, but yeah, look at this. They look like they're crazy or like just look at them. They don't look normal. They're zombies or something. So dream thralls. It didn't really take long to defeat them as my gun and my sword were pretty strong. Just look at their boss right here, Adelaro. Dead. I continued my bounty hunt. This time I'm killing some lizards. They were not really as tanky as the previous enemies we've been fighting already. And the one I'm currently hitting right now was actually one of their tanks. So yeah, it's pretty smooth sailing from here. I then went and set up a camp so I can upgrade my gears. But I noticed I have so many junk in my storage. I'm not really sure what to do with them. But I eventually figured out that you can actually dismantle items and you can get the materials from the item and use it to upgrade like your current gears or the gears you're using. So for most of the items I don't really use, I disassembled all of them except for a higher quality ones, because if you sell them to the NPCs, they are worth more and we need gold as well. And look at my sweet damage on my newly upgraded weapons. 400 crit on the head. I'm not really sure why it's 400 and now it's only 214. Maybe that guy was way tankier than the other person or the other monster that I have attacked. Still though, I'm pretty happy with the damage. At least it doesn't take forever to kill these guys. Oh, I think I get why it was 400. So the first attack, when enemies are unaware, you actually have an increased damage from surprise attacks. I'm always so thankful for second wind. Without second wind, life would probably be very hard. Another one of our bounty target is Bel de Reno right here. It's a... I'm not really sure how to describe this thing. It's a flying rock. A green rock surrounded by smaller rocks that looks like... I don't know. Basically a flying rock. And with this, we have defeated... Well, not really. Once you like beat like big flying rocks, they spawn like little rocks after they die. Also, there were a lot of annoying undeads joining the fight, so this was kind of a pain in the butt. I then fought this really tanky Spectre with a lot of like undeads in this cemetery area. Right, you're dead. Oh no. So this one is the most dangerous one. Definitely need to be careful against this guy. Oh shit. Alright, just one more. Oh. This skeleton general. Something wrong sometimes with my control. So there's this bug sometimes in the game where it can't attack or shoot when aiming at the enemy. So you have to aim at the ground, hold your charge, and then hit the enemy or hit them in the legs for this to work. I then found this treasure chest right here that contains something called the wolf gloves. And what it does, it gives +1 dexterity, meaning our reload speed is much higher. Not that high, it's just +1 dexterity. I then went back to the previous area because I wanted to buy all the materials that the blacksmiths are selling or all the other merchants so I can upgrade my gears. So currently, our sword is tier 3 now, and I believe my pistol is a +3 tier 2. So you can already see the difference in damage compared to the previous battles. Still though, the enemies are really strong. I die so fast against mages. But I always do my best to run away and heal up so we don't die. Because yeah, they're really tough. I hate them. I need to kill them one by one or else I don't really stand a chance. Most of the time, my allies just die. So when they die, I run away and then, fight back again. Or lure them one by one so I can kill them while waiting for my revive and heal. But I swear to God, man, these tree-like people are very tanky. Also, I was lucky enough to get myself an exceptional or a tier 3 greatsword. So I'm trying it out here and the damage is pretty strong, but for gameplay wise, I don't think I enjoy hack and slash on a slow motion that much. I want to emphasize I like speed. Still though, big damage. The goal of our current adventure was to speak with this queen right here, the Lemgan queen. But honestly, there was no room for talks because we already killed a lot of her people, so she doesn't forgive us for that. So we are currently battling for our lives right now. This was fairly an annoying fight because there's just so many of them. And I swear to God, the most dangerous one out there are the wizards. I hate the wizards in this game. So most of the time, I want to aim for the heads of these wizards. Ignore most of the other enemies and just kill the wizards. The lightning bolts hurts so freaking much. I don't really care about the queen. I'll just kill those things. Alright, that's one down. What's the other ones? So my strategy for this fight was mostly root the queen so I can target like the other mobs instead. Especially, I really should target the summoners, the one that summoned like the flying rock thingies. Also, I try my best to keep Kai alive because Kai is our tanker, and without our tanker, we're pretty doomed. So the moment that all of her minions died, this fight became so easy. Yeah? Everything? Every attack, stamina, everything, pull it in there. And she's dead. And with that, we have defeated the Queen of the Trees. One of the chests here contains something called a Garland of the Wild Grooves. It's just resistant to poison. We don't really get poisoned that much, so it's kinda useless. Before going home and submitting my quest, I decided to hunt a bunch more bounty targets. So here we have the big wily Tranton. As you can see, he actually killed me really fast. This guy is big and he's strong. Like, oh my god. So again, we're thankful for a second wind, always like saving our life. Let's kill all the archers first. There's so many of them. They're very annoying. Okay, archers first. Then we can target. Wait, why is it so tanky? What the hell? This guy actually had a healer, so we need to take care of that first. I couldn't really see which one was the healer, so let's just kill everything instead. And like the usual, once the boss is alone, it's very easy to kill because we can like gather or stun him most of the time and he won't be able to do anything at all. Oh, stabby stab. And he's dead. Let's go. So for the loot, this is what the guy dropped or what the chest contained. The Trenton Family Brigandine. And this is what it looks like. I still like my Blackwing armor, so we're going for that. Anyways, while I was at my party camp, I discovered a new thing I can do here. I can actually place a bunch of totems and fragments of the totems I can find in the area. And they have like random buffs that they can give you. So currently this one is just Fury Blows, which is an increase in attack speed, movement speed, I believe, and also, I think, increased stamina. It's the only thing I have, so, well, at least we get buffed when we have, like, our second wind. And I continued on doing some quests. I have a quest here where I had to retrieve an item where there were, like, wood people. I was scared that they might suddenly move once I picked it up, but they didn't. So, those guys were actually the parents of this person right here. Something went wrong and they turned to wood. I totally wasn't paying attention, but anyways, we have a new companion called Giada. She's basically a support healer. And so I'll probably add her to the party in exchange for Marius because Kai's our tank and now we have a healer. You can only have like 2 people in your party. Anyways, with the help of Giata, we now have access to an area we couldn't before. So we're progressing to the main storyline and we can continue exploring new areas. And of course, all the new areas we go to are filled with really tanky monsters, like this bruiser right here. But yeah, no matter, very easily defeated by our rifle and our sword. I mean my pistol. Also, now I was introduced to this water that actually damages me. I'm not really sure what this water is made of, but it looks poisonous. It looks like blood. And yeah, I'm getting damage as I walk. It's poison water, I guess. No matter, we have a cheap drink called grog, which heals us from poison. And so the dungeon delving continues. Fighting these... Oh my god, you see that? I barely did damage to the barbarian warrior skeleton. Or probably the priest healed it. Oh. Yo, I'm stuck. They're dead, fool. And looky here, I found myself another unique weapon. It's a tier 3 spear that deals moderate stun, and I love stunning enemies so I can finish them. Still though, I like my flaming sword, but I guess I'll use this from time to time. Well, picking up the weapon didn't come without a prize, so a bunch of these Spectre were summoned as I picked it up. It didn't take long for me to kill them. There were only like 3 of them, and they were not really that hard to fight. But as I said that, it wasn't actually the boss. There were even more monsters that were summoned afterwards. And I swear to god, man, the enemies are very tanky. It took a while to defeat all of them. It's dead. And here I thought we were done, but there were actually more enemies here. So, okay, cool. Okay, never mind.
Looks like quite a party. Let's break it up.
This is horrible. Oh, this is Celia? Oh, so this thing's the boss? Easy enough. You're dead already? Compared to the regular mobs, the boss was so squishy. What the heck? Anyways, we reached the goal of diving into this dungeon right here, which I touch a giant blue rock and it pulled me inside. So this is the god of the living land. And this is the voice that was in our head most of the time. And after talking to the god, it gave me an ability called the Thorn of Sapadal. So I can fire a range attack that can penetrate everything on its way. Also, I leveled up from all those battles and finishing the quest. Now I have a new skill called Power Slide. And when I slide towards an enemy, they get knocked down. So that's a pretty cool skill. And so after interacting with the god and going outside the dungeon, it seems like something happened outside. So with this current situation of the story, it prevents me from teleporting to places because I need to follow the path because there are a bunch of interactions that I need to do. Like we have a couple of enemies here and there that, we haven't fought before. I guess they spawn because of the current situation right now. Just a bunch of spiders that are easily defeated. It's not as tanky as the one we fought inside the cave. And I found an old man near a lake that had a quest for me. So I dive in the lake and found the item he was looking for, a mysterious meteorite. And upon going up, there were already a bunch of undeads waiting to fight us. But yeah, fairly easy to deal with. Then continued on doing some quests, and after like meeting all the survivors, my restriction for teleporting is gone. Here's one way I can easily assassinate enemies. I go inside my shadow realm and then stabby stab. So good. Also, remember the old man that gave us a quest to the lake? I found him again here. I'm not really sure what this guy was. But anyways, he left us when those sudden undeads just tried to attack us after like looting the mysterious meteorite. Anyways, I gave him the meteorite that I found in the lake and he gave me some money. So yeah, worth it, I guess. 550 gold. Also, I got like a bunch of experience points, so I leveled up to 13 after this one. After that, there was really nothing else to do in this land. It was time to proceed to the next area. There were people guarding the place. Honestly, there were options not to fight, but I mostly just want to fight so I can loot their gears. So yeah, I want violence.
Quick as a fox.
Let's go for the cleric first. Stop healing, you little bastard. Attack speed. And she's dead, I think. Yep. For the loot, I got myself a Death Knight's gloves and some exceptional gears. I don't really like the exceptional gears. It's just a normal gear but higher tier. I'm always going for the unique ones because they have like extra effects. Anyways, now that we have cleared the way, we have now entered Carve. So it's a very vast desert looking land. And there are a bunch of dream thralls here. So dream thralls are actually normal people, but suddenly they got infected with something, turning them into a not really mindless zombie, but somehow something's commanding them. We don't know who that thing is yet, but yeah, someone's commanding them. They're like zombies. They just keep attacking the living. Anyways, this place was pretty huge and there were a bunch of monsters here and there. Very fun to fight with. The stun combo of the spear and the gun is pretty good, but my only problem is I usually kill them first before actually doing an execute attack when they're like stunned, because yeah, my damage is pretty high now. I'm pretty happy with this. I then found a couple of settlements and a couple of merchants, and they sell something called a corrupted Arda for 5k gold. I'm gonna be buying most of the materials that's available here. Also, most of the potions, I always buy them because they're pretty cheap. Same as the usual or the previous areas, I just did a couple of quests here and there. It's the same enemy as before. It's a crystal eater, a crystal spider. Here is this 3-skulled shade. I believe this thing is a bounty target, but I just don't have like the quest yet. I need to look for the town which contains the bounties. But anyways, we can just grab the trophy or something. There's no trophy. That means it wasn't actually a bounty target. It was just guarding this treasure chest right here containing a crystalline egg. So this egg enables me to summon like 3 spider minions that can attack and tank for us. So yeah, pretty awesome, but it's a necklace and I already have a necklace that gives like +2 perception. And perception in the game increases your maximum range and I need that since I use a pistol. I then entered the mine because I have a certain quest to destroy a couple of these spider nests down here. This honestly was a pretty fun dungeon because there were a couple of like exploding barrels that I can strategize and use to like kill a bunch of spiders in one go. So I have more arsenal now. I have my gun, I have my thorn spell, and I have my spear. So yeah, the more we level, the more skills and the more utilities we have, the more fun it gets. So these are the spider nests that we need to destroy. It's fairly easy. Just throw like a fireball on it and it will burn and disappear. I then met this dude that was... I'm not sure what he was planning, but he was blocking our path. And he seems to have like an ulterior motive. So we decided to just fight this guy. Oh, his name is Darl and he's pretty tanky, but there's 3 of us. So of course he's no match. We can easily stun him and bully him. Stunned. And it's over. Very easy. And then continue doing quests, fetching a bunch of random items all over the map that is requested by the people who need it. The main goal basically was just to earn some experience points and money so we can buy more materials so we can upgrade our gears. Only one of my most hated enemies are the flying rocks like this one. Especially the fire one because they rain like meteor showers on your face. I'm not really sure if you call it meteors. But anyways, a lot of fireballs. The small one and the big one. They're annoying and they hurt so much. And they give you like a burn effect which hurts more. So totally pain in the butt. So I'm mostly focused on the small one first since we have a big one right here. And I know it's gonna make babies once we defeat it. And it's over. Or no, not yet. Had a quest here which I need to enter a well, so let's go. Inside were a couple of spiders that I need to defeat. Fairly easy. Afterwards, I found a really strange cave. These things look like eyes. Wasn't really sure what to expect inside this cave, but I just, you know, went on and there were more of these eyes. What I did get inside is something called Eyes of the Obscured. It's one of those totem we can place in the party for like buffs. Found myself a tier 3 ring called Ring of Elemental Balance. It's not really good for me because it's just accumulations. Getting the totem was enough to make my day. Now we can gather a bunch of things that it needs in order to increase the amount of buffs that it can provide us with. And oh my god, you see this blight? It's so tanky. It keeps like making that barrier, which makes it even harder to kill. Anyways, I continued my quest, fighting some death thralls here and there. There are honestly a lot of them. Like a lot of them. Zombies in this land, I swear. I then tried wielding 2 pistols again, and I swear to god, this is very fun. Like especially with the slow motion. It's just that the pistol that I have on my right hand is pretty bad, so we'll need to wait until we get like a unique pistol. Maybe there's another one in the world. And finally, we have reached the town in the area, so hopefully we can buy something here, specifically a unique pistol. So I checked out all the merchants, see what they were selling. It's mostly superb quality weapon, but it's so expensive. What is this? Although there's this unique glove that costs only like 3,000 gold. It increases the reload speed by 15% and decreases the ability essence cost. So I'm for sure buying that one. Also, I finally found where the bounty board was in this town, so I grabbed all of them because it's time to hunt them after we're out of this town. And finally, I found it! The unique pistol that we're looking for. Also, I found like a unique rifle, so this one actually makes me want to buy it. Still though, there's no slow motion time with a rifle, so I guess a pistol would be way better than this rifle. I can only buy one because for the other money, I'm gonna use it to buy materials to upgrade pistols. So I'm going for the fair play here. I also respected my skills so I can focus more on my pistols. Oh look, we have 2 pistols now. Yeah! Fast reload speed. Hell yeah! Anyways, after grabbing a few quests, it's time to try out our 2 pistols. So nice. So powerful.
That it?
Having two pistols is just amazing. The amount of stun bar I can get from headshotting like the tankier ones is so big. I can easily stun like enemies and finish them like this. Oh my god, that's so cool. Let's go. Double gun was the right choice. Anyways, continuing our quest was easy breezy because of our two pistols. Let's entangle him so he can't do anything to us. I swear to god, with two pistols, the game just became so much easier. What the hell? That skill is annoying as heck. Bam! He's still alive. He's so tanky. He's snared again. I snare him again. He can't move. So annoying. Roots him up. Root him again. Bro, you are a warrior, but you can't get close. You're useless. One last shot. Bam, you're dead. So we got his right femur as our bounty proof. And we leveled up to 15. And by the way, a new party member joined us. So this is our mage, Yatsli. She has the ability to remove like illusions. We will be using her a lot now because there's a lot of illusion obstacles. I also brought Marius. We don't really need our tank anymore because with my two pistols, I can slow down time. I can evade most of the attacks and I can easily kill enemies. So there's no worries at all. And with Marius, we have two roots to root up like the warrior enemies. Anyways, I ventured out here in the cold because we were looking for a certain archmage. And our goal was to head up there in the castle that's floating, as you can see from afar. We'll need to battle a bunch of these enemies down here, also solve a bunch of puzzles, and ultimately reach the tower of the archmage. Honestly, these puzzles or the enemies that I have to fight here were a lot, so it took a while before I actually reached the archmage. After solving everything and getting all the items needed, I then put it on a statue right here, which then would teleport us to that tower. And now that we're up here, all that's really left is to find the Arc Wizard. Of course, there are more battles that we need to fight because, you know, we just need to fight. And after beating everything, the Archmage, I kept calling it Wizard, but anyways, the Archmage showed herself. So this is Reingrin. I didn't really get anything that much from the Arch Wizard, only a new quest. So yeah, there's a new area we need to go to. And oh my god, I died from this skeleton wizard right here. Like I said to you, wizard, man. Wizards, they're so strong. After everything that has happened, I then set up camp and upgraded both my Fair Play and my K-Rock's Pride. Also, my Fair Play is now of superb quality. I prioritize this because it has that passive ability that could make it regenerate like, I think 10% maximum HP, or was it 20% every time I kill something with it. And by the way, the Archmage's quest is actually the main storyline. So for now, I'm gonna finish most of the bounty quests remaining and I'm gonna continue the main storyline. One of my bounty targets was actually one of those flying rocks, and oh my god, how tanky this thing is. But wait, we have our dual pistol that does so much stun damage. Look, this guy's already stunned, so we just spam like, I think 6 shots, then finisher, and then rinse and repeat until it dies. Let's focus on the boss. It's dying anyways. Oh my god, it's... Ah, I did not finisher him. What? How? Alright, it's gonna die soon anyways. Finisher. Bam. And he summons little ones. I hate it. So for the main quest, we just need to head over to that green wall thingy and have a Yatsli remove that barrier. I decided to continue my exploration though before committing to the main storyline, and I got myself one of those eyes that I needed to place on my totem in the party camp. These are the current buffs that I have. I had 4 gems on the Eye of the Obscured right now, so we have plus 5% crit hit chance and a plus 2 perception to help with our aim range. I then upgraded my fair play because I had enough materials. It's plus 1 now at least, so that's more damage. Take a look at my current power in action right now. Look how strong my pistols are and the amount of stun it can accumulate. It's just amazing, man. Never really mentioned, but those blue circles you see in the map, those are our quest areas or the bounty targets that we need to go to. And it had this really annoying quest where there were like booby traps everywhere in this tower. I had such a hard time climbing up. Like, I swear to God, I hate this place. Even if I don't trigger one, there are still others that I can't see. Just when I thought I have cleared most of the traps, and while I was getting treasure, I was hit from behind and died. You know, second wind. And I just got like the very best idea because of the second wind, since it triggered my shadow walk. I am immune to traps while in the hidden state. So now I can just pass everything through the shadow realm. And upon reaching the top, I met with 2 people here. They're part of my quest and we talk a bunch of things. I also found myself a unique armor here. Just look at the stats in this Thirdborn Brigandine Jack. So it slowly regenerates my health as long as I'm wet. There's mostly not that much water source in this game, so it only regenerates my health when I'm wet. How do I keep myself always wet? I'm not sure, so it's kind of useless. Let's stick with our Blackwing armor. I also had like this crazy thought. In order to get down very fast and ignore traps, I could just, you know, jump to that water. But then again, I could always just teleport to like the teleporting spots. There's also another way here, but yeah, let's just teleport on the map. Most of the time, there is a choice whether I would fight an NPC or not. But I mostly just pick violence because as I said, I want their items. So I always want to fight them even if we don't really need to fight them. So I always choose the dialogue that results in violence. But I think ultimately we need to fight them or else we don't get the bounty trophies or something. The bounty items to tell like the bounty person that we have dealt with them. I then went diving again because I'm always assuming that big lakes like this always have like items down there. And I was right. I got myself a sapphire eye and also a trickster glove. For the eye, we can put it on our totem, which would increase our buffs. Also, the Trickster Glove has like 1% crit chance and increase of 25% crit damage, but I got this thing called a Saurip's Paw, which increases the amount of stun I do by 15%. So this is way better. The more we can stun a target, the more they're unable to do something, and we can also do our finisher, which is a lot of damage. You how much stun I accumulate by just headshotting enemies. I think 2 shots with my gun, they're already stunned, but currently they're not really that tanky enough to survive 2 of my gunshots, so they just mostly die. But against tanky enemies though, it's really useful because just look at this bear. Bam. Bam. Pretty tanky, right? So 3 or 4 hits of my pistol, I can do a finisher which deals 1.1k damage. And that's amazing. So let me show you my current build with a boss level monster. So this chieftain here, he's very tanky, right? Because we have our finisher move, we can easily kill this guy. We just need to keep stunning him. Also, if you notice, there's a bear. It's actually a ranger skill. I can summon a bear and it will tank for us. The duration, I believe, is only 25 seconds, but it's good enough already. Yeah, you're no match, buddy. You are outgunned. Ouch! You are outgunned. Oh, you're still alive! Oh, you're still alive! What the hell? Wow! Okay, you're dead. And after a long time of doing the bounties, I finally submitted everything and got all the gold. It was 1.2k each, so many money. Honestly, the fastest way to level up in this game is to do quests. And ultimately, I reached level 19. And also, I got myself a unique spear. So this is an Ompara's spear. And it's a superb quality unique spear. And when you do like a power attack, it shoots like poison darts. So let's try this out.
Just let them grieve.
Oh. It shoots a poison dart. That's cool. Anyways, fair play is always better. Alright, so now that I've done most of the quests available, it's now time to do our main quest. And with the help of our mage friend right here, we have removed the illusion barrier, or the barrier itself. And now we can proceed to this temple-looking area. And as usual, the insides were swarming with this Dream Thrall enemies. They were easy to deal with because we have our 2 pistols and it's really upgraded well. So yeah, bang. So what we're doing inside are a few trials by these spirit people. It can either be combat or puzzles. Anyways, my go-to strategy every time there's like a fight is to go hidden. Go for their priests first, if there is. If not, then the archers. And look how easily I destroyed their back lane. And while hidden, all their priority or all the enemy's focus goes to like either my bear or my other allies. So yeah, I really love that strategy. Just go hidden and go kill their priests or archers. For the other trial, it involves ignoring or dodging traps. But you know we have a cheat for this, right? Going into the Shadow Realm makes us immune to all traps or obstacles. So it's easy to clear this trial. Honestly, there was a more proper way of doing this. But yeah, let's just go to the Shadow Realm. For my next trial, I had to do a leap of faith where I just jump without any visuals. Oh, well, it was safe. I didn't die, so it's fine. And once I have completed most of the trial, because there's one more here, and that is to fight them. Okay, let's dance. Come on, bear! Oh, let's rebuff our essence. Let's go for that. Do they have a priest? I'm not even sure. Nope. It doesn't say. Nice. Are they all range type? Let's root the melee one and start killing like the... Okay, Pierce. Nice. What? Did someone heal them? Wait. I see the healer. He has a book. This is the priest. Let's kill the priest first. Root the warrior. Our bear is dead. Oh my god, that's annoying. What is hitting me with like rapid fires? Let's heal up. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I'm dying. What? Oh my god, the warrior. To the Shadow Realm. Where's the priest? Die, you little punk. Oh my god. If you die, I win. I can't hit. I can't heal. I can't attack. Why? Dead. No, you're not dead yet. What the hell? Die. Yeah. Okay. Summon bear. Oh my god, what's hitting me? Lord, that hurts. That hurts so much. Oh, the archer is so strong. You're dead, fool. Alright, the warrior left. Root it. Can't escape. You're stuck there forever. Oh wait, he has a barrier. What the hell? Barrier this. He's taunted by the bear. He doesn't pay attention to us. Oh, he's paying attention to me now. We have root. You can't move again. You're dead. Alright, so now that it's over, all we need to do now is talk to this stone right here. I then spoke with the god. So the name of the god is Sapadal. So we just talk about what the god was, what it was before, and she talked about something attacking them like metal, fire, and other stuff. Anyways, I got myself a new power because of Sapadol. Well, actually, before she bestowed me with some power, we were raided by a bunch of Dream Thralls. So yeah, our conversation was cut off. I'm not entirely sure why, but enemies are hoarding this area and like there's an unbelievable amount of them and it doesn't stop. The swarm just continues on. So I just decided to run away since the enemies were non-stopping. It honestly did not end there. As I stepped outside, there were more enemies waiting for us. So I just dealt with them. It doesn't seem like they respawn unlike the insides of the temple. Also, I can no longer teleport again because I guess it's part of the story that we need to go somewhere without teleporting. Anyways, I eventually reached a certain area where there were a lot of people and the Inquisitor Ludwin was here. Both her and the Archmage, I totally forgot her name, Reingar, was here. Anyways, we talked about the situation and stuff. Also, the Inquisitor here decided to show us her face and... hey, it's Ghost Rider. Ultimately, they just destroyed the temple where a lot of the Thralls gathered. That was the solution they had in mind since most of the enemies just went inside the temple. And I think that's a pretty smart idea, but the mages were mad. So for the godlike ability, we have something called the Scion of the Immortal Land. What this does is it increases my damage and gives me health regeneration for 12 seconds. So that's pretty useful. Also, totally forgot to mention, I got this unique cool looking mace somewhere. I just don't remember where. But I think recently since it's my first time wielding this thing. We have already completed all our quests. The current quest you see on the screen right now is a bug. But anyways, we have completed all our quests and all we need to do now is head over to the next area. So the next area is a volcanic area. So here are the monsters that are in this new area. So it's mostly just beetles, big beetles. There are also death thralls everywhere as usual. Anyways, they're pretty tanky, but we have our solid damage on our pistol and the stun damage is just amazing. Same agenda as the previous places. I just grabbed a couple of quests here and there, talked to a bunch of people to receive said quest. Also, I've stolen a couple of items here and there because yeah, no one really cares if I get stuff in random like areas. They don't even react at all. So hooray for free loot so we can upgrade our gears. I then killed a couple of outcasts for my quest. They're not death thralls. I'm not even sure why I'm killing live humans or something. But yeah, I needed to defeat them. Also, I spotted a priest, so stabby stab for sure. Place actually is a treasure trove of excellent items. So yeah, I mean exceptional. So they're worth a lot of money. So this is where I'm getting money at. But the problem is the materials now as well is very expensive. So of course I won't be able to buy all of this. Anyways, loot is really not a problem since we can always just steal everything that every place we go to has. Currently I'm doing a quest where she was asking for some kind of banner. But I killed all her friends, you know, the outcasts earlier, to get the banners. I mostly just choose the attack option. You know this already. Anyways, let's fight this girl so we can grab the key and open the chest. Man, everything here is so tanky. You see my damage? So cute, right? I need to improve my guns further, so I'll need to buy even more materials from random NPCs in this region. And with that, we have killed every outcast in this area, I believe. If there's more, we can still kill them. I then found this new unique armor called the Berserker Scale. It gives like a plus 5% crit hit chance and increases my damage and critical hit damage when I am below 30%. So it's a pretty decent armor, and this is what it looks like. Wow. Anyhow, the hunt for our bounty targets as well as our random quest continues. And the enemies right here are tanky as they are, very easy to kill with our pistols. Then had this quest where I fought this giant guy called Grakor. He is big and tanky, but no problem, he's alone. He was no match at all with my stun and tangle combo. He can't even go near. He was a pretty slow guy, but yeah, easy kill. Look at this. Very tanky, right? Look at its HP. Person has so much HP. Anyways, kiting is always gonna be our favorite thing to do, and then stunning them afterwards. Finally. So for the items, he gave me a unique weapon called the Limbed Taker. So this is what it looks like. It has like blood effects on it. I'm not really sure how to call this enchantment or effect. Pretty cool. Then fought this random guy that was infected with a Dream Scourge. Like he had signs. Let's kill the wizard first. They hurt the most. Oh my god, they have a priest. Oh my hell. I hate priest. Die. Die. Yeah, no more priest. No more healers. Beckoner. No, you cannot beckon anything right now. Let's heal up. I think this godlike ability was healing, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and ultimately we have killed the captain or the champion of this group of men. If you notice the colorful tree from afar, that's actually where we're planning to head, I guess. Not really sure how, but we'll find a way. Eventually, I managed to get myself the approval to enter this giant fort. And first thing I did, of course, grab everything I can grab for free since no one really cared. So this is the inside of the fort. It's pretty spacious. There's a lot of... Do I call them dwarves? I'm not really sure. I think that's Mario's race. I grabbed a couple of quests inside, talked to a bunch of NPCs, also bought a bunch of materials so I can upgrade my gears, and headed out into the field in order to do the said quest. Just look at my stun bar. The improvements I done to my weapon is so good. Look, it's not even a charge attack, but their stun bar is almost full. They're very tanky, but we can keep stunning them and they won't be able to do anything about it. We also have our bear that can assist us if ever there are just too much enemies. So yeah, all good. We can also hide in the shadows if ever things get really bad. And here I fought one of the bounty targets called the Matter Mare. It's a giant beetle. I believe beetles are only found in this region. I'm not really sure if I think I fought the water beetles in the last regions, but not these kinds of beetles. Oh yeah, this is the Matter Mare. And with this last shot, she's dead, but there's still so many of her babies and minions, so we gotta kill them as well. I then have to cross over an area filled with lava. I wasn't really sure how was I gonna do this, but I think I can just jump and jump. But I feel like if I ever step on the lava, I'll instantly die or something. I'm not sure. But I was careful enough to reach the other side without dying. I then met another one of those tree person or people, and she trapped one of the dwarves. Probably the dwarf did something wrong. Anyway, she gave me a quest to fix the problem. The water needs purifying in the area because, yeah, that's the cause of all of this mishaps. And look what I found inside the dungeon. It's a new pistol, legendary grade, called the Magic Missile. So we can change our Kairok's pride since it's only superb quality. So now we have two legendary quality pistols, the Fair Play and the Magic Missile. I then encountered this statue that had like glowing eyes similar to that Inquisitor. So this is the damaged Mag folk. We had a certain talk, basically just said no to her offer and continued on my way. Anyways, for the Magic Missile, it doesn't fire straight, it's a homing bullet and it has a lot of stun. So I don't really need to aim when I'm shooting this because it will home to the enemy. It's such a cool pistol, but sometimes it's not because it just targets anything that's close. Let's say if I aim something behind them like a priest, it will just hit or home to the target that's the closest. Anyways, I continued my quest to completing every quest and bounty available before continuing with our main quest. Until I eventually finish everything and we reach this part of the game where we fight the Inquisitor Ludwin. Until... well, that happened, and basically Zapadol used her power and made these guys like dream thralls or something. Since the Inquisitor Ludwin already has a god of her own, she doesn't seem to be affected. And so we have fought to the death with the Inquisitor Ludwin. You can tell I'm not really paying attention to the story that much. I mean, you can already tell from the beginning though, but yeah. Hell yeah. Let's keep killing like the swarmers. But let's focus on the Inquisitor. Because we'd like to like have our reload buff. So whenever we don't have the reload buff, we can kill the Dream Thralls and have it again. And continue this. And we gotta summon our bear afterwards. Oh my god. Since when were those raids having like swords? Summon bear. Ouch. You're one more hit to death. Can I have your cool sword? And you're dead. Anyways, we then confronted Zapadol about what's up, what happened there. So she was the Dream Thrall all along? I mean, she was the cause of the Dream Thralls all along? Anyway, since we promised to free her, we will free Zapadol. And because of this, I can accept another one of her powers again. So now I have an ability called the Seeds of Vengeance. It replaced our heal into this one. So it has an extra ability to turn 3 nearby kits. I'm not really sure what a kit is, into our allies. So before I continued with the main quest that I need to do, I continued on with the remaining bounties or quests that I haven't finished yet. So currently our quest takes us to find an entrance to the garden in the lava tubes. So yeah, currently we're fighting a bunch of these random monsters that probably would lead the way towards where the garden is. It's a wizard. It's a wizard, Harry. I'm so slow because of the frost effect. Oh my god, they had a priest! You little shit! You healed up everything I damaged! Honestly, there were so many bosses towards where the entrance to the garden was. We have Borodin right here. But since he was alone, it was fairly easy because our stun is just so big. But dang, this priest, I swear. I hate healers in this game. And if he's already tanky enough and then they heal them to like full HP or something, it's kind of annoying. I then found a trap spirit here, the Adra pillar. He called me his brother because he's, I believe, a godlike like us as well. Well, we just talked and then I proceeded for like a main quest. Actually, my quest here was to open some kind of, how do you call it? A dam for lava or something. So that the fort where the dwarves are won't be filled with lava. And here the counselor Kostia, one of the big heads or one of the big peoples in that fort, is I believe trying to prevent this. Well, I kinda made a mistake and Marius here is angry. I accidentally destroyed his home. I eventually found the entrance to the garden. So yay, we're on to the end game now. There were a bunch of strong foes here, but they were no match to the power of my pistols. We then encountered this broken-like machine called a damage Megfolk. It looks like the steel god, I guess? I mean, the head does. I mean, it's fairly easy to defeat since, well, we have a lot of roots and can't really do anything to us. But man, the thing it can do if we didn't have a tank, a root, and stuns, it's very scary to think that without the bear, I'll probably die a lot. Because this thing is honestly dangerous and it's like damage already. It's crazy. Thankfully though, it's just alone and we have all our single target roots and stuff that will prevent it from attacking some more. And it's very busy against the bear, so yeah, the bear is the MVP here. So upon its death, it dropped like the Adraban. It's one of the materials needed in order to upgrade my gear. So yeah, that's very good. And there was actually another one just ahead of the one we have killed recently. And my god, I really hate these things. These things are pretty strong, especially when they blast lightning on their mouth. And here's another one. I guess we won't be running out of these types of enemies in addition. Oh, by the way, that's the lightning I'm talking about. It hurts a lot if it hits you. You think the bear tanked it all, but the bear actually died from all that damage. That's crazy. The bear is even a tank and it died from that. Wow, usually the bear just disappears because the duration is off. And finally, we have reached a point in the game where we're about to fight something that's not damage. It's the pristine Magefolk. And look, it has all its limbs together. It has both hands, both legs. So I'm not really sure what to expect on this fight. It teleports. You're crazy. I swear, this thing is a really tough cookie to beat. Like, look at that. Look at all the things he does. I'm just so happy that we have our bear. I swear to God, I do not regret at all spending some points on my bear skill. Because if not, then yeah, I probably have a hard time. And you're dead. Bam! I continued my adventure until I eventually found Sapadal's prison. I can see that there are a lot of the Dream Thrall minions of Sapadal trying to defeat all the guards here, which are basically the Magnafolk. I keep forgetting how to say their name, but yeah, the machines. I did not really want to get involved, so I just decided to hide myself in the Shadow Realm so I can find like a mechanism to turn the barrier off so we can free Sapadal as promised. But since I couldn't find the mechanism, I just decided I believe that violence is the answer here. And so I felt like this was going to be like one of the final battles. So I just decided to pop most of my potions out so I could like have an easier time fighting these guys since they're very tanky. And after beating all the machines, I got their severed arms. And these arms are the key to unlocking the prison actually. Because with using the arm, I can use it as a lever. So yeah, I guess this is how it works. We have turned off the machine and now the barrier will be gone. And with the barrier gone, I can now interact with the largest Adra I've seen in my whole life. I touch it. Actually, no, it pulled me towards it afterwards. So this is where we're gonna meet Sapadal face to face. Anyways, instead of actually freeing Sapadal, I just gave it freedom by absorbing its power for my own. Basically killing it and like getting its power. And by doing so, for some reason I got this godlike ability called Woodika's Call. I basically can summon one of those machines as my allies. And by, well, killing Sapandal, I now receive its power. And so after exiting the garden, we actually have one more enemy left. The Inquisitor, Ludwin. She's alive again. So this is gonna be our final battle. And just when I thought that I was doing so good, she then suddenly kept regenerating her health. I guess you can call her immortal right now. So, wow, that's crazy. I gotta do this again. This girl is very tanky. I gotta do it again and again. So she has like godlike powers now. Look, she can teleport. The flames on her head are fiercer than ever. She summons, what was that, shades? That's crazy. And these shades have swords and glowing weapons. Like, what? So I also summoned a minion of my own. You know, the Magfolk? Yeah! They will battle the shades for us. Not really sure what her power is. It's probably second wind, third wind, fourth wind, fifth wind or something. But she keeps reviving and reviving every time I kill her. The Lord or her God keeps giving her chances. And look, full health again. Amazing. And here I thought this last stab will kill her for sure and evaporate her. But no, there are still more lives to this cat. She also has her own Magfolk summon, so that's crazy. Actually, no, she was abandoned. It seems we have won already. Wait, not yet. Oh my god, I was wrong. Anyways, there's no such thing as immortality maybe, because with this we have finally defeated her and she will no longer be revived again. And it's over for you, Inquisitor. And also with this, we have finished the game. So thank you guys for watching this video. It was a really long playthrough, I swear. And editing this was pretty long as well because it was a long playthrough. So don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video and want to watch more videos from me. Anyways, bye now.
Together. Guys, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.